Hello, my name is Daniel, and I will be discussing the doctrinal and philosophical dimension, which refers to the official teachings of a religion. In this presentation, I will be looking at the beliefs of the Navajo tribe, Taoism, Buddhism, and Islam. The doctrines of the Navajo tribe are the most straightforward of the four religions. Being a primal religion, the teachings of the Navajo were not written down in sacred writings, but were passed down orally from generation to generation, a practice known as oral tradition. Like most other primal religions, there are no central figures like Jesus in Christianity or Muhammad in Islam. Instead, what the religion bases its doctrines on is a loose collection of myths and legends. The myths and legends make a distinction between the earth dimension and the spiritual one. It is thought that a wholly mystical people instructed the Native Americans to care and not leave the land that belongs to them. Thus, the significance of nature and the land is central to the Navajo philosophy. Taoists, unlike the Navajo, do have sacred texts, most notably the Tao Te Ching, but the degree of significance of deities varies from practitioner to practitioner in Taoism. Taoism's core philosophy is living in harmony with the Tao, or the doctrine that a person and life itself is naturally good, and thus should seek to live a balanced and harmonious life. The Taoists believe such good behavior is an essential part not only of self-improvement, but of bettering the community. It disapproves of killing, stealing, lying, and promiscuity, and promotes altruistic, helpful, and kindful behavior. Moving on to our next religion, Buddhism is an Eastern religion with a philosophy which, also like Taoism, focuses deeply on human self-reflection. However, unlike the previous two religions, has more central and more focused doctrine that leads to one objective, releasing oneself from the cycle of endless death and suffering by achieving nirvana, the freeing of desire and release of self. Nirvana is achieved through an eightfold path that teaches the righteous action and intensive meditation. Finally, as the most doctrinally demanding religion, Islam teaches that there is only one God, and His will is the most important element of the practitioner's life. The revelation of God to the Prophet Muhammad is the Quran, from which the everyday life of Muslims, also known as the followers of Islam, is dictated through. Muslims are subservient to God, praying to Him 5 times a day, and acting in modesty to gain His favor and reach heaven. These four religions are comparable by their viewpoints regarding the worth of humans. Navajo culture teaches that people are at the center of importance. This is significant to the Navajo agricultural culture, which emphasizes owning and taking care of the land, and by extension, taking care of everybody else in the tribe. Taoism and Buddhism teaches that humans are at the mercy of the world around them and must act to join the world in harmony, such as in the case of Taoism, or free themselves from the world, as taught in Buddhism. Islam teaches that both humans and the world are insignificant compared to the sole creator of the universe, God, who should receive all glory. This course has taught me the varying perspectives that these religions offer around the world. It feels empowering to see that people believe themselves to be more than subordinates to a greater universe around the world, like in the case of Buddhism. But it is also fascinating to see the strict doctrines of a religion such as Islam and how such doctrines foster disciplines. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening.